Hey team, welcome to the Builders Ladder podcast that the top residential building company owners and general contractors listen to get their business ahead and buy back their time while earning more money. Here's what's in store today.
So the same page plan is really important. And at this point, we would reversion it, repeat the version, repeat the celebration of where we have been to where we're at, the things that we're going to need to stop doing to help get to where we're going.
The Builders Ladder is brought to you by The Professional Builder. Get proven systems and expert coaching to reclaim your time, make more profit, and build a systemized, profitable company that buys back your freedom.
What's up, guys? Owen here from The Professional Builder, back with another rapid fire episode for you and a couple of cool resources that you'll be able to swipe, deploy, and use in your business to take it to the next level. Our goal here at The Professional Builder is to help you buy back your time, make more money, and make sure that you're building a business that works for you rather than you for it every single day of the year. So how do we do that? Well, we actually today are doing that by slowing down to speed up. You've heard the awesome fable by Jocko Willink. If you haven't, it's in the Extreme Ownership book, awesome leadership book. And he talks about slowing down to speed up. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast is what he says. Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. So what we want to do is we want to slow down so that we can go smoother. Smoother is faster. But in the day-to-day of the business, we can often be pulled all over the show. We can be putting out fires on site, in the office, pricing work. Maybe the leads are piling up, maybe they're not. And you're going, where are the leads? Maybe you've got subbies that are doing substandard work, or maybe you've got a project manager that's not really invoicing enough and we're getting into a bit of a cash crisis. Maybe you've got a foreman that's cocked up on site and we've got a quality issue. Maybe you've got a client that keeps calling you wanting an answer about a question that you haven't been across for the last 3 days and you don't want to upset things. Whatever it is, as the owner, the buck has stopped and started with you. And it's really tough to be in the business every day because we see the problems like this. They're right in front of us. And this is an opportunity for you to step back, see the problems for what they are, and actually execute on some solutions. So there's 3 steps to it. I want to walk you through these 3 steps. This should take you no longer than 30 to 45 minutes. And we should be doing it every single quarter, ideally, honestly, every single month, because reflection and reviewing things is a bit like a muscle. If you do it infrequently, it is terrifying. It's not a lot of fun. It's kind of awkward. And you're not very good at identifying the things that matter most and then doing things that will help fix them. But if you do it frequently, just like going to the gym, you'll start enjoying it. You'll get good at it and you'll actually see results from it. So these are the 3 steps that we're going to go through. I'm going to walk you through the framework. We do this ourselves personally, and we do this with all of our team and our members as well. In fact, just next week, we are having our entire Auckland and leadership team come together. We're hanging out for 2 days, and we're making sure that we've got a really clear understanding of what we need to do over the next quarter for the run into the silly season, the run into the end of the year. So step 1, without further ado, it's reflect and review from a personal and business perspective. Now, what are we reflecting and reviewing? Couple of things, qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative, how are we doing? What have the wins been? What are the milestones? How are we feeling? What are we actually proud about? Who do we need to congratulate and thank from our wins list? Is it the foreman? Is it the apprentice? Is it the office manager? Is it the client? Is it a sub-trade? Is it your coach? Who is it? What do we need to do to actually say thanks? And in our reflection of the last 90 days, what can we look at, both milestone and metric wise? So qualitatively, okay, we want to go and list all your wins out. What's been going on? What are you most proud of? And what are you stoked to have achieved in the last quarter or 90 days or maybe just month? List them all down and then identify, like I said, who might you want to thank and congratulate for those efforts and helping you achieve those milestones. The next is a quantitative one. What is a metric that we might want to review or reflect? And some of the metrics might not be great, okay? They might be cash flow, profitability, margin, your professional builder's rate, number of days that you've worked on average per week for the last 12 weeks, so the last 90 days. And we want to review these metrics. We want to identify whether they are orange, red, or green lights, whether they're in range or out of range. And with this reflection and this review, we can start moving through to step 2. But before we do, I just want to preface where you should do this reflection and review. You should do it in an environment that zaps your energy, that builds you up rather than saps your energy and pushes you down. So what do I mean by that? An environment that zaps you, not saps you, is one where you're probably not going to visit every single day. Like if you go and do this reflection exercise in the office, on site, in your work ute, then you're probably going to be pulled into distractions and day-to-day issues that you're pulled into every day anyway. Instead, we want to go to an environment that really inspires you, one that gives you a little bit of perspective, one that doesn't put the problem right in front of your face, but instead allows you to stand back from the problem and see it for what it is. That's why the events that we host are really, really important, because they get you out and away from the business. But that's a story for another day. Instead, you should go somewhere that it provides this environment for you. My recommendations would be the swanky hotel in town. Go to the lobby, maybe even get a room for the day or just the night and do a staycation with the missus. But you should be in an environment that you're like, damn, this is awesome. This is really cool. Go up high, find a restaurant up on a top floor in one of the high-rise buildings, get a bit of perspective, go to a park bench up on the top of a hill or in your favorite part of town or in your favorite park, go to the beach, whatever it looks like for you. You want to go somewhere that is quiet, that is a different environment, one that inspires you for the kind of life you want to live and gives you the ability to have a bit of perspective. So that is step 1. Reflect and review your personal and your business through metrics and milestones. Metrics of the business and milestones that you've achieved personally and professionally. Again, those metrics should normally be cash flow, margin, overheads, net profit, professional builders rate, on average days worked per week for the last quarter. Okay. And then you might have a couple of others unique to your stage of business that you're in at the moment. But the next step after you've reflected and reviewed is you're going to revisit and rework. You're going to revisit your goals and you're going to rework your plan. So what does that mean and what does that actually look like? Well, revisiting your goals is reviewing the vivid vision and your business maturity date. Now, if you haven't heard about vivid vision and BMD yet, go and check them out on our previous episodes. Your vivid vision is your 12-month target. If you cannot describe the future with the clarity of the present, you haven't defined your goals clear enough. Let me repeat that. If you cannot describe the future with the clarity of the present, you have not defined your goals well enough. So you could describe the present very clearly, right? You could say, I've got 3 guys on site A, 3 guys on site B, and 2 guys on site C. Each of those jobs is turning over X. We cash flow Y per month. Of that, we will do this month at this margin. Therefore, the business on paper should make X dollars. And of X dollars, I would normally pull out Y profit drawings. We could be very specific in our description. We want to describe the future with the clarity of the present. Make sense? That's what our vivid vision is. Your BMD then includes the role that you play, the projects that you do, the number of leads you get, the profit you draw, the number of days that you work, all this sort of stuff. So we want to revisit your goals, your vivid vision and your BMD. Are the reflection and review lining up to where you're going still? This is almost like an ABZ plan. A, where are we at today? B, what's the very next step? Are some of these personal and business metrics and milestones that are being achieved, the very next step, useful in moving us towards Z, BMD, your goal of the business and where you want it to be 3 to 5 years from now. So this is step 2. Step 2 is revisit those goals and relook at that BMD and that vivid vision. Part of step 3 is also then rework, and it's rework the plan. Okay, so we need to potentially break this down into a quarterly plan, 90 days, and then break those 90 days down into chunks. And we would call these chunks rapid results plans, rapid results plans. So basically 2-week sprints to make sure that we can take the 3, 4, or 5 things that we want to achieve over the next 90 days and break them down into little 2-week rapid results sprints. Okay, so step 1, review where we're at, both qualitatively and quantitatively. Step 2, review that you're still on track for your goals. Part of step 2 as well is to make sure that we've got a good rework of the plan broken down into a 90-day plan, broken down into 2-week sprints called rapid results worksheets. And we've got a rapid result worksheet available for download below for you. And then lastly, there is the publish and repeat. So once we've done this whole exercise and you've spent a bit of time reflecting, reviewing, and identifying everything, the next thing to do is then to repeat it to your team. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Where are we going? Where are we going? How are we going? Thank you for your efforts. Thank you for A, for B, for C from your review reflection section. And we want to publish this in a method similar to a same page plan. So what our members do is they start, when they start on the program, they're typically building on around week 5 to 10, same page plan. And what this same page plan does, it helps to align the entire organization onto the same page, does what it says on the tin, so that everybody's actually understanding on the direction that we're heading, the way that we're moving, and then we can all start pulling in that same direction. So the same page plan normally reviews where we've been, where we're at, and where we're going. It helps to identify what we need to do differently to achieve the results that we're moving towards, and starts calling out some of the actions that we're going to need to see on a day-to-day and week-to-week basis to make sure that we're moving in that direction. It's also going to call out some of the things that we're going to stop doing and that we cannot continue or take into the future with us. And we're going to either need to systemize, delegate, dump, or just eliminate entirely. So the same page plan is really important. And at this point, we would reversion it for this new quarter, repeat the vision, repeat the celebration of where we have been to where we're at, the things that we're going to need to stop doing to help get to where we're going, and the new things that we're going to need to start doing, like maybe using a software or having a daily stand-up or saying no to smaller projects so that we can have more time for bigger ones, or pricing things at a new minimum margin, or hiring a new foreman, or holding higher standards on our existing foreman. Whatever they might be, we want to verbalize them in this session, in the same page plan, where step 4 is all about repeating. So hope that was helpful. Let me go through these stages again. 1, reflection and review of your personal and your business. Does it sap you? Go to an environment that zaps you and doesn't sap you. Make sure that we look at our metrics and our milestones. We want to then celebrate these metrics and milestones by calling out the people that have helped us achieve it. And then we want to make sure that we have looked at the quantitative element of these metrics, like cash flow, margin, net profit, number of days worked per week, PBR, and so on. Then the next thing is we want to revisit your goals, your vivid vision, and your business maturity date. We want to take these ambitions and these really clear milestones that we want to achieve and marry them up against our plan. We want to rework the plan. We want to break it down into clear, rapid results sessions and good 90-day plan. And then lastly, number 4, we want to repeat, and tell everybody on our team exactly where we're going and why we're going there by using a tool like the same page plan. Hope this has been helpful. Here's to your success. If you have any questions, then our inbox is open. Connect with us. Let us know what they are. We'd be happy to help. And if you would like to have a deep dive into how these strategies can be applied to your business, and you'd actually like a coach or mentor to go through this stuff with you from our team, somebody who's been there and done that, then super easy. Talk with our growth advisor, and we can work out in usually 2 sessions, 3 key things. Number 1, where you're at and where you want to get to over the next 18 to 24 months. We're going to work out that in regards to the role that you play, the projects that you do, profits that you draw, all that sort of stuff, real nitty gritty. The second thing we would then do is we review your numbers. We'd work out exactly where your margins are at, how they stack up against businesses of similar size, and what you might need to focus on instead. Some of the quick wins and some of the strategic insights that we can get by looking at your profit and loss or last project that you priced. And then number 3, we tie it all together into a plan, just like I'm talking about, so that you can walk away and implement it yourself, or we can do it with you and you can get you onto one of the programs. We've got a program for everyone. So if you're a residential builder looking to take things to the next level, then get in touch. It's really simple to do. Slide into our DMs, email us team@theprofessionalbuilder, or talk with one of our growth advisors by getting in touch. Here's to your success. Here's to using the rapid results sheet. Here's to building a plan that helps build you more time and more money. Catch you soon. Cheers.
Want to go more in depth on today's topic and buy back more time whilst earning more money? Get a free business health audit and plenty of free resources over on our website, theprofessionalbuilder.com.